I know you said you just got into it about a year ago, but do you go into it as a single player or do you run with a squad when you play?
Both. I like playing by myself. Sometimes I, challenge myself to get my game a little bit better, sharpen my skills. But I also just love to invite some friends and we'll jump on like the 3v3. And it's just a chill experience.
Thanks for joining our Tuesday night broadcast of the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan, and now the opening lineup for Boston. The small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. He's out there with Derek White, and it's Porzingis in at the 5. And for the Magic, Wagner and Banchero are the forwards. Then there's Suggs, and it's Bitadze in at the center position. And both teams, despite losing games in the Cup, still have a chance. But a win here in Game 4 is critical.
Yeah, you want to get into that knockout stage. You have to absorb some blows and land some even better ones. It's not for the faint of heart.
Jalen Suggs has proven early, if you're open, he's going to find you pretty fast. There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
That's tipped. Going inside, goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Nice work by Banchero, making himself available for the alley-oop pass. He's developing great court awareness.
Shots good by the Beast.
Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I did speak earlier with the Magic's head coach. Now, we talked about the difficulty of trying to contain a player like Jaylen Brown. Coach said we can't let him gain confidence and feel like he can do whatever he wants. That's when you get into trouble. Now it's up to the players to make sure this doesn't happen. Guys?
All right, David, thanks. And when Porzingis goes to work inside, Doris, there are not a lot of answers for his size.
We know, Kevin, obviously, that post-ups become less and less a part of the game, but still an important one opportunistically. And you talk about efficiency in the post, that is Kristaps Porzingis. But not only that, the mid-range game is there, the three-point game is there, and the defense is there.
And the dunk by Porzingis.
Oh, go get it, big fella. Porzingis with the skyscraper.
The Magic have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on White.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Taking 2 shots.
Both free throws, good from Augustine. The Celtics have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. Tatum drives in. Here's the Beast. Oh, good on the triple. And Wagner's got the ball here for Orlando, trailing by 4. Last meeting was in Boston, where they were unable to fight off the Celtics.
And their last time against this club, they really fell short at the free throw line.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
Here's the Beast. Turned in an outstanding game against Chicago. Rebound by Paolo Banchero. They get a hand on it. Now Suggs. Wagner outside. Down low. And finished off by Banchero.
Oh, big time dunk by Banchero. I like seeing the aggressive side of this young man.
Brown against Wagner. Left side, Brown. To the middle. Here's the Beast. And it's Orlando with the rebound.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
Banchero, that's good.
And you can see he's got a little bounce in his step. 3 out of 4 to start.
Suggs against White to the paint. The Beast makes it off the glass. The Beast's got 6.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. And a whole new group out on the floor for the Celtics. Here's Brown. Scoreless thus far. On the court right now for the Celtics. The post pair. Tatum and Porzingis. Derek White is out there with the Beast, and it's Brown in at the small forward. It's Black in the corner. Pocket 6. From 11 feet away, that shot off the mark. Celtics trail by 4. Outside, Porzingis passes it to the Beast. Sinks that one from the post. 8 points for the Beast.
Kristaps Porzingis is a fundamentally sound basketball player. He has great understanding for when to shoot and when to pass.
Ball's knocked loose. Pass to White. And now White pushing it up and no one back to stop him.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
Oh, that's some fancy ball handling right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble?
Here's Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Just fundamental basketball from Kristaps Porzingis. Establish yourself inside and finish with the jam.
The Magic shooting 55% from the floor. They're feeling very confident offensively. Wagner outside. And there's the pass to Bitadze. Fader on the way. And the Beast pulls it down.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
The kick out to Tatum. Pass to the Beast. Brown outside. The Celtics need to get a shot off. The Beast can't hit. The Magic have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, Kevin. The Beast in the last matchup against Chicago was sensational. He scored 31 points, and as his team has come to expect, he was a major factor from deep. He was impressive in that one. He contributed in a variety of ways. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, D.A. Win or lose, Greg, it's amazing the impact he can have on the game.
Yeah, in that last one, he was making plays all over the court. No one could match up.
Pretty much in attack mode the whole evening. We'll see if he plays with that same level of aggression here tonight.
And Orlando making a change here. Augustine's checked in. Wagner passes to Suggs. And Suggs throws it down.
I tell you, watch out when Jalen Suggs gets downhill. The athleticism is on display.
Passes it to the Beast. Now Brown. To the left side wing. The Beast. The shot's good. Brown making the play. The Beast's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, this is where you see Jaylen Brown has evolved as a playmaker for his teammates. That's a pretty pass.
And that's a foul called on the Beast. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Orlando with the ball. It's a 3-point game. Suggs dishes to Augustine.
You know, that's a great example of how Porzingis can use his length to bother a shooter.
There's Bitadze. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Bitadze's got his first 2 points of the night. To the inside. And Porzingis gets it to go on the assist by White. White's got 4 assists in the game. Magic have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Suggs against White. Suggs passes to Bitadze. Second shot opportunity, and he sinks the layup. Bitadze's got his second bucket of the game to go.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Jason Tatum puts it back in.
Tremendous follow by Tatum. You see his instincts as a scorer. He's going to find different ways.
Pass to Augustine. The pass to Wagner. 6 on the shot clock. The basket is good. The assist from Augustine. Wagner's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Now a timeout called by Boston. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
And boy, did that game nearly get away from them, but they were a little bit fortunate to have survived at the end of regulation.
Well, perhaps just knowing that they can pull out a close game, the next time they're in that challenge, they can go in with a ton of confidence.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Carter, he's checked in for Goga Bitadze. Hachimura comes in for Banchero. And Anthony subbed in for Jalen Suggs. Then for the Celtics, Kate is checked in, and it's Josh Hart in for Jaylen Brown. Launches from deep. The Beast can't hit. Orlando's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. And that one's good, Wagner.
Wagner likes to work his way to the painted area as much as possible. Look how comfortable he is finishing around the rim.
Pritchard passed it to the Beast. Good for basket number 6 from him in the contest. He's shooting 6 for 12.
Boy, it seems like every shot he puts up, it's going in. This guy is hot, hot.
Wagner outside. Back to Anthony. Again, the Magic score.
This guy is so creative with such an excellent handle. Nice drive by Cole Anthony.
Tatum deciding where to go with it. Inside, Tatum, and he ducks it down.
Ooh, a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. Outside, Anthony. Kicks it out to Wagner. Here's Carter. Goes up with it again.
Listen, it is not easy to guard a big, physical, tough guy like Wendell Carter Jr., right? Without fouling him. It's not easy to do.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And he's there at 71 from the line this season, probably below where you'd like to see him.
Anthony Black's checked in for Orlando. And the Celtics also making a change. Williams is checked in.
Well, we know Wendell Carter Jr. offers a lot on the offensive end. This guy's got to continue to improve as a low-post defender.
Here's Pritchard. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Here's the Beast. A miss that time. Would have put him up. Down low. Here's Anthony. And it's Anthony with the jam.
Oh, an aggressive move. And fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Here's Pritchard. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And
with the score, your Magic 33, the Celtics 39. Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Magic Youth Dance.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. What can you say? The Beast, an impressive effort here today.
What a menace he was on defense through the first 2 quarters. Just disrupting everything.
Well, it was about effort and anticipation. Hard to get into an offensive rhythm when you know this guy is lurking.
Wagner and Banchero are the forwards. Then there's Jalen Suggs, and it's Augustine in at the shooting guard. That's who's out there for Orlando. Pass to Tatum. Greg, you've been a part of some great contending teams over the years, but what's it like being on a team at the bottom of the standings with not a lot of hope for the regular season?
Well, Kevin, no one likes losing, but it can certainly take a toll. But it can also allow you to play more freely when you know you're bad and you're not having to deal with the pressure of expectations.
Suggs against White. It's hauled in by the Magic.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
That one falls.
Well, their first basket in 4 tries. Can that trigger a little bit of good shooting here? We'll find out.
Passes to the Beast. The shot comes out.
Boy, that makes him 0 for 3 to start the second half. Not the start you were hoping for here.
Here's Suggs. Rebounded by the Celtics. Porzingis has got his 4th rebound in this one.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out in front.
Out of bounds, Orlando takes possession. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, Franz Wagner grew up in Germany, but he says one of the reasons that I went to college in the U.S. was to learn a different mentality. The game is played more competitively, and talking trash is welcome. I had it in me deep down, but that brought it out more. And that combination of styles has helped him to this day. Kevin?
Great stuff, D.A. Thanks. Tatum on the wing. He's covered by Banchero. And there's the bucket from Tatum.
Well, the increasing strength of Jason Tatum is making it harder to knock him off his path. That is nice.
Here's Augustine. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Augustine's got the lead back up to 6 now for the Magic.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Brown outside. 5 on the clock. Porzingis trying to get free. Count that one.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
You know, Doris, few teams have tried to invite Brown to be a shooter. He's punished them each and every time.
And he's had to put in the work, Kevin, to make himself a legit perimeter threat. And listen, the defense has to make choices. Athletically, this is one of the most gifted players in the league. If you're going to concede anything to Jalen, it would probably be the three-point shot.
Edwards, he's checked in for Franz Wagner. Shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Free throw good from Brown. Wagner outside. Launches it from deep. No good.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further.
And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. It's the Magic. They're up by 5. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. You've got Josh Hart. He's out there with Brown. Porzingis is out there with the Beast. And it's Pritchard in at the point. And Wagner's got the ball here for Orlando. The lead is 2 to the inside. And then Carter with the dunk.
It doesn't get any easier than that, guys. Carter Jr. gets the position he wants and goes to town.
Here is Brown. Pass to Pritchard. Can't hit that one. Good work defensively by Carter. Magic leading by 4. It's Wagner atop the key. From the arc. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. Led to the line for 3 free throws.
First team foul.
That's on Jaylen Brown. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Orlando.
3 shots.
The mid-range game has been there for them all game long, and that old-school approach still getting it done in this.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
And it's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
Oh, that's blocked. Here's Black. Light covering. Augustine, no luck. Celtics trail by 7. Here's the Beast. It's blocked. Wagner outside. Shoots over White. Off the left rim and out. The Celtics have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Shots good by the Beast.
Well, Porzingis does a nice job looking for the window to make his teammate better. Pretty pass.
To the middle. Here's Augustine. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Well, he had trouble making shots in the first period, but rounding into himself here in the second.
White. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And we talk about Derek White, Doris. How impressive has his rise been?
Kevin, it's...
Substitution on the court. At the line for the Magic. From Wagner. 1 shot.
Wagner, no good on the free throw.
Franz Wagner, so fundamentally sound. This guy's so clever, plays with a ton of energy.
Here's the Beast. Augustine grabs the board. Augustine's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And battling hard on the glass. They hold the advantage here so far.
And Orlando making a change here. Bitadze's checked in. Celtics trail by 6.
Now into the lineup for your Magic. Goga.
Here's Tatum. The rebound by Bitadze. Bitadze's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Suggs finds Edwards. It's not going to go for him. Great D that time from Tatum. To the paint. Here's the Beast. And it's blocked. Outside Edwards. Suggs dishes to Banchero. To the inside. And he goes in for the dunk.
And smart ball movement there from Banchero. And that selflessness will endear him to his teammates.
Here's White. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
I love the advantage he has from a speed standpoint. Does a great job of creating separation for that shot.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. They're up by 6. 1:51 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Franz Wagner.
And the decision-making tonight has just been outstanding. If the shot hasn't been there for him, he's just kept the ball moving. And that patience is how he's gotten his field goal percentage to almost 60 here tonight.
I now let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on what the head coach for the Magic was saying to his team. He told his players, I love the energy right now. You look like you're having fun out there. Keep playing for each other because our chemistry looks great right now. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, David. There's the pass to the Beast. 2 points, one goes. 20 points for the Beast.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
Magic leading by 6. Feeds to Augustine. Shot Number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
You can see Banchero has such excellent passing instincts. He knows when it's time to move the ball.
Here's Tatum. Inside Tatum.
Man, you can get chills watching Jason Tatum want to deliver in the clutch.
And here's Banchero. He'll bring it up for Orlando. 1:02 left in the fourth quarter. Boston's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Porzingis kicking it over to the wing right side. 6 to shoot. Here's the beast by Augustine. The offensive rebound. Porzingis can't hit. So they foul intentionally.
Third personal foul. Third team foul. Coming on the floor for your
29 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And now they decide to foul intentionally. He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
And the biggest reason Banchero went first overall, Paolo brings your playmaking ability at 6'10". He's got a very rare skill set for that size.
It's good! And now they trail by just 4. Now a timeout called by Orlando. They're up by 4. There's 18 seconds left in the game.
And your Magic Youth Dance Team. Let's have another big round of applause for your Magic Youth Dance Team.
There's 18 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
The line for 2.
And so both free throws are good. It's a 6-point ball game.
Well, you like when a guy calmly steps up, knocks down the free throws, exactly what you want.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. They're down by 6. 16 seconds left in the fourth. Guys, your thoughts?
They need a quick basket here.
Well, preferably a 3, right? If there's a clean look, take it.
Puts up a deep 3. Rebound by Paolo Banchero. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Fourth personal foul.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. Got one more, though. And he does get the second one. And that makes it a 7-point lead. Now a timeout called by Boston. They trail by 7. 11 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
A lot to talk over and improve on for next time.
Well, maybe it could.
And so it's Orlando winning this one. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to on both ends, and just effective in terms of coming away with this win.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. So long and good night, everyone.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's ex-Uncle Kano. I just wanted to let you guys know, get out in the sun this summer, but when you come back inside, you need to stop overreaching in the lanes. If you're overreaching in the lanes, it's probably getting you backdoored a lot. Your teammates are having a hard time playing with you. Come find me in the city the next time you load up and come get a dub.
Hey girl, hey, what's up 2K community? It's your girl Boom Boom, and I hope each and every one of you have a great summer. Make sure you go outside, get some sun, bask in the sun a little bit, but make sure you come back on to 2K, check out everything in the city, make sure you check out the WN.
A shot of the Celtics earlier, coming down the tunnel. They're not messing around. They're ready to get to work here at home. Welcome, sports fans. Thank you for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson, alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. Allie LaForce is our reporter. And a look at the starters for Charlotte. They've got Josh Okogie. Miles Bridges is out there with Williams. Then it's Smith, and it's Ball in at the 1 spot. And for Boston, Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. Then it's Jaylen Brown. Then it's Derek White, and it's the Beast in at shooting guard. And close to a quarter of the way into the season now, Grant, how aware are the players of where they are in the season?
You know, BA, you generally are aware of where you are in the year, but you rarely see guys counting games. Played or anything like that.
Now here's Ball. Here's Okogie. Smith outside. 6 on the shot clock. From outside, off the mark. Here's the Beast. Pass to Porzingis. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Really hard to guard Porzingis, especially when he's moving like this in the screen and roll.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Joe Mazzulla. I talked with Coach about LaMelo Ball and what he said to his guys before the game, and he said to me, I just told our guys to be active out there. LaMelo is an energetic, springy player, and we can't let him out-hustle and outwork us. LaMelo is a challenging assignment for any defense. We'll see how this unfolds, guys.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Here's Tatum. The Hornets making their last shot. From deep three-point land. Kept alive by Boston. Here's the Beast. Good. And Brown gets the assist.
And Brown is quite unselfish as a player, always willing to get the ball to the open teammate.
Ball against White. Ball passes to Bridges. Here's Okogie. The three, Smith. Tatum pulls it in. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Here's the Beast, covered by Smith. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Boston shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. That free throw, no good.
At the line for 2 shots.
And he sinks the second. Here's Ball, a reliable go-to guy for them. He's averaging around 26.5 a game. This one for 3. Boston with a rebound. Last time they met was in Charlotte, where they beat the Hornets.
Sometimes it's difficult to get good looks on the road, but they ran the offense brilliantly.
And it was funny, the road arena didn't bother them at all. I mean, they locked in, focused, and executed, and got it done.
And here's Charlotte now. The Celtics making their last shot. And here's Smith. Looking at his production, close to 12 points a game.
And I love watching Smith challenge the defense and getting the foul in the process.
These are his first free throws of the game. That's good from Smith.
Taking 2 shots.
Smith hits them both.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
Boston leading by 4. Outside White. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
They've really come out swinging, hitting 4 of their first 5 shots.
And Ball will bring it up here for the Hornets, coming off that win against the Sixers.
And most of the arena was totally against them. But they looked inward, trusted each other, and made good plays.
Well, you know, the cohesiveness was evident out there. These guys feel like they can win in any arena, and they proved it that game.
Okogie's shot is off.
You know, currently they're just 1 of 5 from the field. That's not going to get it done.
Here's the Beast. And there's the rejection. Here's Okogie. He's guarded by White. Shot from 12. Up again. Controls the rebound and the putback.
There you go. Relentless pursuit of the ball. I love it. He never stopped working.
Celtics lead by 4. Outside Tatum. Five to shoot. Late clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. The 3 ball. The Beast shot is off. Hornets trail by 4. Here's Smith. Soft touch off the glass.
If Smith plays bigger than his size, he's got great bounce, and it helps him make plays there on the inside.
And Boston calls time here. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing their last matchup with Orlando.
They had a tough time beyond the arc. A lot of their possession.
And for Boston, they're shooting about 43% on this one. On the court for Charlotte, they've got Kevin Porter. He's out there with LaMelo Ball. Mark Williams out there with Josh Okogie. And it's Salon in at the 4 slot. Here's Brown. Porzingis putting the size to work.
Porzingis able to use that 7'6" wingspan to full effect, beating everybody to the board and then quickly cashing in.
White against Ball. The shot no good. Good work defensively by White. And the creative LaMelo Ball. Anytime he touches the rock, Clark, you expect a highlight reel play. How fun is he?
Yeah, he's a lot of fun to watch. He's so uber creative. And he's got a flash and a flair to his game. But he's highly skilled and fundamentally sound, too. That's the one part that sometimes can be lost amidst all the flash. But he's a fun guy to watch hoop. That's for sure.
Now here's Porter. Yet to see a basket. Drives to the hoop. Hauled in by Brown. Brown's got 4 rebounds now. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Well, the Beast in their last matchup against the Magic was tremendous. He contributed 20 points, and talk about a two-way player. He was phenomenal at both ends. There was a lot to like about his approach. He was aggressive, yet he didn't force things. Really solid game.
Yeah, got it. We saw him play in attack mode the other day. We'll see if he can keep it up in this one.
You know, I think he can. A repeat performance should be no problem for him.
You know, I'm curious, guys, to see whether the defense plays him straight up, plays him honestly, or do they deny him, trap him, whatever they can do to force the ball out of his hands. We'll see.
Tatum inside. It's Tatum working inside.
Tell you what, Tatum using his length for positioning inside, able to operate well in the paint.
White against Ball. And he lobs it up to the rim. And Williams punches it home.
The pass, the catch, the slam. What a clean play.
Man, absolutely jaw-dropping.
Tell you what, you wouldn't know they're the team trailing when they're able to pull off plays like that.
Here's the Beast. No good from outside.
It's impressive how they've overcome his cold streak tonight. Everyone stepping in to fill the gap.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. That one on White.
Savvy play that time from Okogie. Drew the foul and still managed to get the shot free.
Smith, he's checked in for Charlotte. And so he hits both. Well, Clark, every player should know their leash with the officials.
Very much so, but I think most players should keep their mouths shut. There's too much yakking at officials, in my mind. It takes away from the beauty of the game. It's an eyesore, and I wish more players would just play and keep their mouths shut, especially when it comes to talking to the officials.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Hornets trail by 5. For 3, Smith. He hits that one. 2 for 5 now.
A dead-eye shooter, Nick Smith, is great from three-point land. That might be his biggest asset to this team.
Pass to the Beast. Just 5 to shoot. Launches it. Nails it from beyond the arc. The Beast has got 5 points now this quarter.
And their offensive execution has really picked up here in the second period.
Yeah, and it should help them increase their separation here. I mean, this has been an impressive offensive output.
A nice shot by Smith.
You know, he started slow, but now in the second quarter, he's finding his groove.
And so it's Tatum who brings up the ball for the Boston Celtics. Steps back and fires. Smith with the rebound.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
Here's Salon, hounded by Tatum. Salon, no good. The Celtics have gotten over 50% of their shots to go. 5 for 9 in the second. The Beast passes to Porzingis. Okay, do it, KP.
Well, you know, guys, the combination of strength and height for Porzingis allowing him to take on physical defense much better.
Timeout called, the Hornets.
Yeah, hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
So Boston going with almost an entirely new group here. Tatus checked in for Kristaps Porzingis. Williams comes in for Tatum. Hart's checked in for Brown. And Pritchard is subbed in for White. Here's Smith. Oh, 3 chances on that possession, but they just can't find a way to score. Smith against Hart. Second chance shot. And he lays it up and in. And now a 6-point Boston lead.
You know, getting inside and doing damage there really elevates Hart's game, and I'd like to see him be that kind of all-around threat. Not much falling for him this quarter, guys, and you can sense his frustration.
Pritchard, the pass to the Beast. Inside. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Pass to Williams. Here's the Beast. Checked by Mitchell. Rejected by Mitchell. Here's Russell. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. Mitchell's got his 3rd assist of the night.
Oh, I tell you, Russell looking very comfortable taking on aggressive defense and getting the job done. That's good focus on his part.
And Boston calls time here.
Yeah, Coach no doubt wants to use this timeout to review the matchups and maybe make some adjustments as well.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
Boston leading by 6. Pass to Shireman. 51. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half.
Here's the score. The Celtics 39. The Hornets 34. And your Celtics Youth Dance Team.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Boston's shooting efficiently, 50% so far. The 2 J's, Brown at the 3 and Tatum at the 4. Then it's Kristaps Porzingis. Then it's Derek White, and it's the Beast in at the shooting guard position. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half. Tatum passes to the Beast. Shot clock at 6. From the arc. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Smith outside. Offensive board. Here's Williams. Misses from short range.
Well, that's a look. He has to finish, and he knows it. Blown opportunity.
4th in blocks. And in transition, they've been one of the best teams in the league. They're top 5 in fast break points. They've got a lot of speed, and they use it to their advantage.
And while we don't talk about free throw shooting much, this team almost never wastes chances at the stripe. It's an overlooked strength for them. Hornets trail by 7. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Here's Smith. And Porzingis with the block.
When a guy has a 7'6" wingspan like Porzingis does, it's just tough to get away from him or get by him. That allows him to block a lot of shots.
The Hornets have gone 0 for 4. Not the way they want to start the second half. Smith left side. Williams. And the layup is good off the glass.
Assisted by
Williams has got 8 points.
Well, they get one to drop. A little relief after 4 straight misses to start the half.
To the paint. Here's Porzingis.
Yeah, that's an easy throwdown for him. The rim might as well be 8 feet tall when you're as long as he is.
And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for Charlotte. 7-point differential. The 15-footer. The Beast shot is off.
1 for 4 in the second half. Just trying to get into a rhythm.
For 3, Smith. Knocks down the long J.
3 points.
15 points in the game.
His first 3 of the half. That gives him 9 total points from beyond the arc so far.
And that one's good. And the Celtics lead by 6.
The playmaking of Brown continuing to evolve. Nice dime there.
Ball outside. Bridges outside. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
He's got his first free throws of the night right here.
I don't think you really can say enough about the work he's put in and the massive strides he's made in his free throw shooting, guys. I mean, his numbers are way up this year.
If they keep hitting free throws at this clip, it'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
Now a timeout called by Charlotte. And now that they have some time to get a little bit of rest, it's time for these players to regroup while hydrating themselves with some Gatorade, looking to gain a boost of energy as they continue to play in this game.
And staying hydrated is the only surefire way to do it. An athlete's body doesn't have the same power and stamina without proper hydration. These guys will be sure to use this timeout wisely.
For 3, Smith. Hauled in by Brown. Brown's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's the Beast, covered by Smith. Here's the Beast. Here's Porzingis. Porzingis punishing inside.
At 7'3", not many guys can defend Porzingis. I mean, especially when he's operating this close to the rim.
Pass to Smith. Second chance effort. Porzingis grabs the board.
It's been an ugly quarter for him. Trying to shoot his way out of it. Might be time to work on the playmaking skills.
Here's the Beast. It's good. And now a 10-point Celtic lead.
That's a terrific play and a good sign. This team needs Porzingis to facilitate as well as score the ball.
Quite coming through.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
To the left wing. Here's Smith. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball. Smith's got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, LaMelo relishes every chance he gets to drop a dime like that.
And given LaMelo Ball is 6'7", how does this give him an advantage at his position, Greg?
Well, B.A., he's able to score on smaller guards, as well as see over them and find his teammates. His height and quick decision-making are real weapons. Now, you leave him open, he's going to make the defense pay for that level of disrespect.
To the middle. Here's Smith. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
As a playmaker, Ball can look off the defender and drop dimes with either hand.
And the Celtics call time here.
Time for some t-shirts. Make some noise, fans.
And Charlotte making a change here. And the power rankings look more. Deciding to change it up. Smith outside.
Celtics foul. Number 67. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Bridges passes to Smith. Lets it go from deep. Gets the 3 ball to go. Smith's got 22.
He's putting on a commanding performance here. He's hit 2 3-pointers in each half now.
On the court for the Hornets. Williams is out there with Miles Bridges. Then there's LaMelo Ball. Then it's Josh Okogie. And it's Smith in a 2-guard. Pass to the Beast. 6 to shoot. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Hornets leading by 3. Ball taking his time here. Now Smith. Bridges outside from behind the arc. Rebounded by the Celtics. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds in the game. Outside Hart. Pass to the Beast. Takes a 3. Again, the miss by Boston. Charlotte's gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the 4th. Ball against White. Out to the wing. The 3, Smith. Hart pulls it in.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Here's Tatum. Cool rocket finish from Tatum.
And watch how Tatum navigates the contact. Just one of the many go-to moves for him in the paint.
For Charlotte, they've gotten half of their attempts to fall in the 4th. 2 for 4 now. Here's Hart. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Personal foul.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. Much better off making him go to the line.
At the line for 2 shots.
And the second free throw is good.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
The 3 from Ball. Boston pulls it in. Hart's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Down low. Here's White. He got a piece of it.
Okogie's defense is top tier. He never stops working and causing problems at that end of the floor.
Here's the Beast. Hounded by Ball. The Beast. And that misses. That would have put him up. And here's Charlotte now. They've played a great 4th quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
And now they lead as the free throw drops in for him.
It didn't take long for White to distinguish himself in the league. He's a really good ball handler, and he's got some good moves, too. Well, they're doing really good work at the free throw line this half. I think that bodes well for their chances to close this game out.
Got to give them credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scale.
A nice shot by Smith.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
And Boston calls time here.
And something fans don't always get to see, some of the closely guarded secrets that happen in that huddle.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major, or it could be just a slight tweak.
Here's the Beast. To the inside. Porzingis in the post. Williams defending. Lets it go. The Beast. Good. The Beast's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
Nice recognition there by Porzingis. He's getting better and better as a passer.
White against Ball. Shoots over White. That one rolls around and rims out. Boston leading by 3. Porzingis with it. Guarded now by Williams. The Beast. Good. The Beast's got 6 points in the quarter.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Here's Smith. And the bucket is good. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. Now we present our New Balance Player of the Game.
Well, without question, I think it was his ability to get baskets that made him a standout tonight. The defense had no answer for him, and he took full advantage. He hustled well, he moved well, knocked down his shots. He was outstanding.
And here's White. He'll bring it up for Boston. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Bridges against White. It's hauled in by White. Boston has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Porzingis. Here's the Beast. Hornets with the rebound. Now here's Smith to tie it up. And Charlotte, another 3.
He's such a clutch shooter. He just lives for the big shot.
Boston shooting only 36% since the fourth quarter started. Oh, through contact. White gets the finish.
Outstanding concentration that time by White on the tape. Played through the contact and scored.
Here's Ball. Smith outside. Pass to Okogie. For 3, Bridges. Porzingis grabs the board. Porzingis has got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Hart, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
You know, guys, Josh Hart is somebody that's going to give you everything he's got. His combination of outside shooting and defense is really quite valuable to any team.
D'Angelo Russell, he's checked in for LaMelo Ball. And he does get the second one. And that makes it a 3-point lead. Now a timeout called by Charlotte. They're losing by 3. Minute 32 left to play in the fourth quarter.
For Celtics Entertainment.
And the Celtics making a change here. Brown's checked in. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Charles Lee said to the team. Well, coach is thrilled with their 3-point shooting, saying in the huddle, guys, let's keep it up. Continue to shoot it from deep. It's working. They've been on fire from distance so far.
And Allie, thanks. And there's a 3-second violation.
You know, guys, sometimes that just happens, but I don't like to see it when the game is this close.
Hornets trail by 3. Another steal. And he lobs it up. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Hornets.
Oh, my. Turning it over at such a critical point in the game. You know he feels awful.
We've got 1:08 left in the fourth quarter. The 3, Smith. Tatum pulls it in. The Celtics have gotten 5 of 12 shot attempts to go so far in the fourth quarter. They kick it out to Porzingis. He can't get it to go. Brown against Smith. And out of bounds. Boston will have it.
Boston ball.
This is their chance to stretch the lead, Grant.
Yeah, it's a must. They have to execute and avoid the big mistake.
Money!
Jason Tatum scores, but also creates for his teammates a sign of his continuing growth as a player.
Now a timeout called by Charlotte. They're trailing by 5. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
The Celtics Entertainment.
Okogie on the wing, defended by Brown. Okogie's shot is off, and an intentional foul right there.
Okogie, 4th personal foul.
So the first one drops, and that increases the lead to 6.
Look, you've got to give Brown a lot of credit for his growth as a shooter. That wasn't something he did when he first got to the league. He put in a lot of work. He shoots it well from the floor and line.
Here's Okogie. And no good. The dry spell continues. To the wing on the left.
The beast. Good. Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
So we see the Celtics get the win here. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge.
Yeah, they really fed off the energy. You saw their activity level go up. Just a tremendous performance.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Grant Hill, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce.
How's it going, everybody? I'm Yay9 Gaming, and one tip I want to give you guys is to be well-rounded. And the best way to do that is play multiple game modes. So you might be in my career right now, but what you want to do before you make another build is try another game mode to see what position works best. If you're a point guard looking to navigate to another position like center, the best way to do that, go to the Play Now Center, play with somebody like a Nikola Jokic, a Victor Wembanyama, get a feel for what those builds can do.
And just about to get underway as the starting fives have been announced.
Number 67.
Sit tight. We'll be back in just a moment. Well, the weekend has officially begun, so let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. All out there with Smith. Then it's Williams. Then it's Bridges. And it's Okogie in at the 3 slot. And for Boston. And in the front court, Brown and Tatum. East out there with White. And it's Porzingis in at the center position. RJ, this could be a battle won in the trenches. Each team with a formidable front court.
Yeah, both these teams are loaded with a lot of skill down low. Kind of old school. Should be a physical contest.
Brown inside the line. Off target with the open look. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. Here's Ball. And no good. White with the defensive effort. Yes, to the beast. It's White on the wing. Got a piece of it. Here's the beast. Just 5 on the clock. Good. Nice job down low. The Beast's got the opening basket of the game for the Celtics.
And that'll start us off already. You can feel the tension in this arena. And sometimes getting that first bucket puts momentum in your corner, but we'll just have to see.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Here's White. Ball with the rebound. Here's Okogie. Here's Williams, and it's Williams throwing it down.
Nice job clearing some space out under the boards and setting himself up there for the putback.
And not just any old putback, Clark, but a big, big foul. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
When a pick like that is questionable and it creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And here is Ball. Really had troubles in that loss to Boston. Passes it to Okogie. In the corner, it's Bridges. Traps in the tray.
Miles Bridges.
Just so precise off the pass. I like how Bridges prepares himself to shoot as the ball is coming his way.
One thing this team likes about Miles Bridges, Greg, he plays a lot. He's always there.
And Kevin, on a couple occasions, Bridges has been near the top in minutes played. He's got that strong 6'7" frame, and it holds up well over the season.
Number 67.
Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Yep, that one goes. Smith's got his second basket of the night.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Brown drives in. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
That was good defense, but Brown, he's just too good and just continues all the way through.
Ball. One thing about LaMelo Ball, he can really take over at times, Greg, when he's healthy and playing well.
And a lot of that is just his feel for the game. He processes quickly and then has the talent to execute. It's pretty hard to stop him when he's in the flow.
The first free throw is good.
Taken 3rd overall in 2020, LaMelo Ball is a unique player. Like his brother Lonzo, very tall at the point at 6'6", and he'd much rather pass it than shoot it.
White with it. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. The pass to Porzingis. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
Yeah, I mean, their execution at times was flawless, but they also made some mistakes that ultimately did them in.
And it's just a couple of bad breaks, and then you're on the losing end. I'm sure they're going to bounce back quickly.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's the Beast. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. 8 points for the Beast.
And far from the best shot, but all that matters is the end result. Somehow he sinks it.
Hornets leading by 4. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin, briefly spoke with Joe Mazzulla. In talking to Coach, he discussed the hidden talents of LaMelo Ball. Coach said he's still a young player in this league, but we can't take that lightly. We've seen what he's done to soft defenses. We need to be physical. So we'll see if that defense tightens up for them. Guys?
Thank you, David. Inside. And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
Determination from Porzingis through that contact.
For Charlotte, they've gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. So Charlotte calls timeout. They're first. How many games do you need to play, Greg, before you know who you are as a team?
I think you basically know already your identity, the pace you want to play at, obviously the development of the younger guys, and your chemistry is always ongoing.
And a new group in for the Celtics. Kate is checked in. Williams comes in for Jason Tatum. Hart, he's checked in for Jaylen Brown. And it's Pritchard in for Derek White. Here's Mitchell, and then Mitchell with the dunk.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Violation.
And here we have the 2K leaderboard showing us the teams with the best free throw percentage during the past month. The Hornets, number 1. In 4th, the Celtics.
Yeah, I mean, both of these clubs have really been good from the free throw line. I mean, the focus is there, and the numbers would back that up.
On the wing, Mitchell. And a miss there on the triple.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Pritchard passes to the Beast. 1:35 left in the first quarter of the game. From downtown, it's rebounded by Charlotte. Last meeting was in Boston, where they were unable to fight off the Celtics.
Scoring efficiency was an issue in that one. Took them too many shots to get their points.
Yeah, it looked like they were settling out there, not moving the ball enough to generate the type of shots that they want.
Down low, here's Kada. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Hornets.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting.
Ends up going with the new group. And then for Charlotte, Okogie's checked in for Mark Williams. Smith comes in for Mitchell. And it's Ball in for D'Angelo Russell. Here's the Beast. He's coming off a 28-point game against Charlotte.
And I felt like his offense fed right into his D. He caused a bunch of turnovers. There was just no let-up in him all night.
The small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. Derek White is out there with the Beast, and it's Porzingis in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the Boston 5. Brown outside. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. And so it's Charlotte with it. 6-point lead. Following this one, they get to host the Warriors. For three, Okogie. Rebounded by the Celtics. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
Yeah, and that one, they just locked it down defensively. Challenged shots and really protected the rim.
They were very disciplined on that end of the floor, staying attached to shooters and disrupting plays with their active hands.
Smith, left side. 11 feet away. Misses off the right iron. Boston's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. White dishes to Brown. Tatum passes to the Beast. Shot clock at 6. Back to Tatum. And Smith with a clear path to the hoop. Finished off the break. Smith's got 6 points.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
There's Brown with the 3. Bridges with the board. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Hornets. Only given up 6 here in this quarter. Here's Smith. Can't hit from the elbow. Celtics trail by 6. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. The Beast in the last matchup against Charlotte just was phenomenal. He ended up with 28 points, and his active hands were on display again with a lot of steals. And it was important for them to break that losing streak. He was a big reason why they were able to do it. Kevin?
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contribution. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to waste.
Already a lot of talk about who's going to take part in the three-point contest this season, and here's a look at the players most likely to make it.
And so many great shooters in the NBA these days, and these guys, quite frankly, the best of the best. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a scoring record broken in this year's competition.
And you look at Ball. He's got a place in the three-point contest within his reach. I hope he makes it because I know how much this would mean to him to be a part of the event.
I mean, that's a good call, Kevin. He's the type of player that can really deliver on a stage like that. He'll be very dangerous if he ultimately gets in.
And as the votes keep pouring in, we'll keep you updated on any changes to that list. It looks like we're going to have quite a group.
Man, you talk about the ultimate marksman's list here, Kevin. Maybe this will be the year somebody gets that perfect score.
Pass to Smith. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by the Celtics.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Tatum passes to the Beast. Puts up a 3. No good that time. The Hornets have gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Ball with a wide-open look. And once again, off the mark by Charlotte. Boston trailing. Pass to the Beast. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Richard, we know how hard the game is to play, but I think we also know how hard the game is to officiate.
I agree, Kevin. I think the one thing about basketball is that it's constant movement. There are plays happening all around the referees. It's not like football where every 45 seconds you run another play. In 45 seconds, you could have had a different 5 or 6 possessions. That puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the referees.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Let's take a look at the 2K leaderboard to find out who the best defenders have been over the past month. Here are your steals leaders. And you look at the Beast, such quick hands, second in the NBA.
Really been fantastic defensively this run for him. He's had more than his share of steals, and now he's looking to get more. It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Ball, the pass to Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
Aggressive, just an attacker. Bridges wants the rock, especially near the rim.
2 minutes remaining in the
White
first.
against Ball.
2 minutes.
Out to the wing. Here's the beast. Here's Porzingis. Score the basket, his third after 5 shots.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And the Hornets call time here. Look at the beast. He's really been playing well.
This timeout gives them a chance to strategize because whatever the game
So it's the Boston Celtics holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break.
That's the end of the first half with the score. The Celtics 49. The Hornets 41.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. What can you say? The Beast, an impressive effort here today.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
On the court for the Hornets, Mark Williams is out there with Miles Bridges. Then there's LaMelo Ball. And it's Smith, and it's Okogie in at the small forward position. Here's the beast. 4 on the clock. From outside the arc, bangs home the trifecta. The Beast's got the lead up to 9 now for Boston.
When he has that much space, he's a pretty good bet to nail the 3.
That one goes in. Smith's got 4 points in the quarter.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Pass to the Beast. About 1 minute played here in the second half. The 8-footer. And such a nice move to make the basket work. The Beast's got 24.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Here's Okogie. Porzingis with the block.
Those long arms of Porzingis are a serious factor on defense. They are losing because he is struggling so bad, and he has not looked comfortable all game.
The Beast passes to White. Here's the Beast. Launches a 3. The rebound by LaMelo Ball. No one near Smith as he lets it go. Off target with his 3. Celtics leading by 9. Here's the Beast. Another shot. Here's Porzingis. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for the Hornets. Now the pass to Williams. Back to Ball. Here's the 3. Good on the triple.
LaMelo Ball.
Ball's got 7.
And Ball continues to show he can drain threes. The defense must adjust or he is going to keep doing damage.
Tatum no good. There's the steal. Here's the Beast. Defended by Bridges. The Beast can't hit. Hornets trail by 6. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Well, there's plenty of scorers on the Celtics, but Jason Tatum says, I'm going to get my shots. It's just about trusting the process. From experience, I understand that I'm good enough that I can relax and defer a little bit. Then in the fourth, I can score 20 in the quarter. Kevin, sounds like he's figured it all out.
Thank you so much. You know, he can take over at any time, and it's fun to watch. DA, we thank you for that. The try by Smith. Add basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Here's Tatum. Emphatic finish by Tatum.
What muscle on that finish. It's hard trying to prevent Tatum from converting.
Hornets trail by 6. And the Hornets call time here.
Charlotte. Celtics entertainment, everyone. Come on, make some noise.
A moment here now to see the numbers for LaMelo. Celtics trail by 6. The post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. White is out there with the beast, and it's Hart in at the small forward. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Here's the beast. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking coming up for the Charlotte Hornets. On Sunday, they'll be playing against Draymond Green and the Golden State Warriors. Then on Tuesday, they'll host the Miami Heat.
And looking at the schedule, it isn't ideal in terms of the upcoming games with the amount of quality teams they're going to be playing, but it's also a good chance for you to get some confidence and really see just how good you are. Just rubbing it in their faces with that.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that finish shows you how dangerous he can be as a passer and a finisher.
The beast. Off target from outside.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Assisted.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. And here's Tatum for 3. Drills the three-pointer.
With his touch, Tatum's a threat from anywhere.
We play just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Here's Ball. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to go on Josh Hart. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Charlotte.
Their offense has been a well-oiled machine. They're moving the ball around, playing for one another, and just piling up assists.
And tonight we've also seen a lot of great play from them inside. They've been consistent in terms of attacking the interior of this D.
Miles Bridges, he's checked in for Josh Okogie. Hornets leading by 6. Smith surveying the D. He kicks it to Williams. And it's Ball that time on the assist by Williams. Williams has got 3 assists now in this one. For Boston, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Oh, Tatum finds a way!
How about those nifty moves from Tatum? So crafty with the rock.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Outside, Ball. Bridges outside. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Bridges against Tatum. "13 feet away. And it's Boston with another.
Over the years, Tatum has limited the amount of mid-range jumpers that he takes, but it is still a natural part of his game.
Mitchell against Hart. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Free throw dropped for Mitchell.
They're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
And Mitchell drops them both.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
And the shot goes down. And that's now 6 points for Derek White.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Man, this has been a fun one, but who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
And the Hornets call time here.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
And we see it so often. One little tweak to the game plan and everything falls into place for a team.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Hey, guys, during the break, listening to Charles Lee and his team, he's obviously pretty happy. He said, I know they're not going to take us lightly next time. He knew what the deal was with that underdog role coming into the game.
Okay, David, thanks. Here's the beast. No good from outside.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half. Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Tatum against Bridges. Tatum passes to Porzingis. Here's the beast. And the shot goes in. The beast's got 26. Hornets leading by 9. Outside, Ball. Bridges passes to Williams, and he comes up with the deuce. Great game for him. Double-double now. 10 points and 10 rebounds. Here's Tatum. Stolen by Ball. 3-on-3. Mitchell wide open. Again, the Hornets score.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
White looking around. Pass to the beast. There's the three. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Williams has got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. The shot by Mitchell, no good.
The defense really made this an uphill battle, and he just couldn't get there.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Now here's Tatum. Pass to the beast. From outside, off the mark.
Another missed three, and he seems determined to shoot his way out of it.
The shot's good from Smith.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Out to Porzingis for the three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Porzingis breaking tendencies with that catch and shoot.
1:30 left in the fourth quarter. Now Ball passes to Bridges. Here's Mitchell. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
A point guard getting up like that, boy, that is special.
And here's White. And it seems a new era is upon us, GA. A lot of young stars and young teams vying for the status of household names.
Kevin, the casual fans might have to update their frame of reference, right? Especially since a lot of these new stars are playing in smaller markets. Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Hornets.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game, and I think ultimately that earned the W.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10.
Really a big-time win for these guys. They lost their first 2 games of the year to this team, so they won't be in danger of getting swept when they meet for the 4th time.
A very solid win indeed. And when you check out the box score, there were some great numbers for Smith.
Every time there was a big possession or a big play, he was a major contributor. Just a great all-around game.
Mitchell with it. Left side, Ball. And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And that about wraps it up. Richard Jefferson, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching tonight's game on 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.
Welcome to 2K TV, everyone. We are celebrating our wrap party by playing with some community members. It's going to be several members of Team 2K TV integrated with many members of the NBA 2K community. We are so excited to hit Pro-Am today. So let me get started by introducing everybody here, and then I'm going to put everyone into two teams. These people do not know which teams they're on. Let's get into it.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. This is Brian Anderson. Coach Stan Van Gundy, Hall of Famer Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce round out our broadcast crew for this one. Looking at the starting five for the Boston Celtics. The core of this team, Brown and Tatum in the front court. Then it's Derek White. Then it's Kristaps Porzingis. And it's the Beast in at the two-guard. And for the Cavaliers, Garland and Mitchell, the talented 1 and 2. At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. And it's Hunter in at the 3. Grant, you think it's too early in the season to try and forecast where teams are going to end up?
You know, B.A., yes and no. I think we have a handful of teams whose fates might already be determined, but we always have a couple of surprise teams that come out of nowhere. That's what makes the season so much fun to watch.
Well, with his dribble moves, Tatum will get where he needs to go, and he's an outstanding finisher.
Mitchell misses. Left side, Brown. No luck on that one. Hunter with some nice D. Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. Cleveland shooting their first free throw this game.
DeAndre Hunter shooting 1.
Free throw good, Hunter.
Look, he's a lengthy wing who can defend multiple positions and space the floor. Hunter has a lot of value in this league.
Garland finds Allen. Now here's Mitchell. Good work defensively by White. Pass to Tatum. He goes up. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
Tatum's got energy and stamina to last. You see it with how quick he consistently gets out on the break.
Left side, Garland. Mobley outside. On the wing, Mitchell. Porzingis with the block.
Well, look, if you want to shoot over Porzingis, you got to create more space than that.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Cleveland shooting their second and third free throws tonight. And that one misses. And he's good on the second.
I like that Allen plays with attitude. He's got a competitive streak, and it blends so well with his natural athletic ability.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one. And they call an illegal screen here.
2 fouls for him already. If he's not more careful, his minutes will be curtailed.
Boston making a switch here. Kate has checked in. The Cavaliers have gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. To the paint. Here's Mitchell. Yes, and a nice assist from Garland.
And standing just 6'1", amazing how effective Mitchell is attacking the paint.
And we know Donovan Mitchell is a superb scorer. But Grant, what do you think he's focused on at this point of his career?
Well, B.A., it's all about championships for him. This is a guy that doesn't just want to be seen as an elite player. He really wants to compete for titles, too.
That shot is off.
Man, miss after miss for him. When you're having a quarter like this, the only beneficiary is the defense.
Tatum passes to White. Here's the Beast. To the middle. Down to 5 on the shot clock. 3-pointer. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
The defense trying to take other things away, so he steps up and buries the triple.
The Cavaliers have gone 1 of 5 to start things off. Allen on the wing. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Third team foul.
Well, a big who plays like a big. Allen's going to pound it inside, and you have to match his intensity in there.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight. Good on the second one. And White has got the ball here for Boston. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Hornets.
And it was an awful game defensively. They lost the individual matchups, and the help was slow to rotate.
And being slow on your rotations is a killer. There's not a team in the league that won't punish you for that.
The Beast shot is off. The Cavs trailing. Mitchell, the pass to Mobley. And here's Garland. He's guarded by White. White with the steal. Tatum feeling it out a bit. Here's the Beast. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum. The Beast has got 5 now.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Garland for 3. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
The pull-up is lethal for guys like Garland. Just one of the fast guards in our league.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk with Kenny Atkinson for a minute. The main topic of conversation, how they plan to guard Jason Tatum. We want to try to make Jason a jump shooter. Avoid fouling, don't let him go downhill. But JT will get his, so let's hope we limit him. Well, that's never easy to do, guys.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Here's Garland. Turned in an outstanding game against Detroit. Pass to Mitchell. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Mitchell's gotten his second bucket.
We've become accustomed to these kind of moves from Mitchell. He's got that ball on a string.
Here's Brown. The rebound by Allen.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
White against Garland. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. The Celtics with the lead. Pass to the Beast. Nifty move. Missed it. 3 for 6 now.
Great anticipation defensively. I love how he turned an easy look into a difficult play.
And that's what you have to do. Protect the house.
The ball's knocked loose. Now Garland taking command on offense when they need it, putting up 21 a game. Allen outside.
2 minutes.
Hunter with the ball. Can't connect from 13 feet out.
They've been just a little bit better on the glass so far, showing their tremendous work ethic.
The Beast, good.
You love how Tatum gets others involved. He doesn't want to do it all by himself out there.
The Cavaliers trail by 3. Cleveland calls timeout. And, Coach, you look at Derek White, maybe not the biggest name, but he is a winning player.
Yeah, Brian, he's one of the most underrated players in the league. He's got a great feel for the game at both ends of the court. He is tremendously solid across the board.
And it's a completely new group for the Cavaliers. And now we get a second to view the top scoring teams in the league. In the third spot, the Cavaliers.
They've been having a great season on the offensive end of the floor. It never takes this team long to put big points up on the board.
Left side, Garland. Back to Hunter. And finished off by Hunter.
From right in close, DeAndre Hunter.
For Boston, they've gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. So the Celtics 5 right now. The 2 Jays, Brown at the 3 and Tatum at the 4. Then it's Kristaps Porzingis. Then there's Peyton Pritchard, and it's the Beast in at the 2. For Cleveland, they've gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. The 3 from Mitchell, and it's out of bounds to Cleveland.
Remains Cleveland ball.
White, he's checked in for Boston.
Derek White.
Here's Hunter, drilled from 11 feet out. Hunter's got 5 points.
Yeah, Hunter has this versatility in his offensive game.
Tatum against Mobley. And it's Tatum missing. Cleveland has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Hunter passes to Mitchell. They get it back. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Tremendous effort from Allen, one of the top offensive rebounders in the game.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
The Beast. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. That one on Mitchell. Boston shooting their first free throws of this game.
57 at the line for 2.
The first one falls. Well, Grant, when the money's on the line, the mid-range is still a big part of the elite player's game.
You're right, B.A. And really, it comes down to touch, obviously. And size certainly helps. And then the savvy and balance to create that space. And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Garland against White. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen. Now a moment to take a look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it's been trending for Jason Tatum.
And the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. That's not what you want, and I'm sure it's something he's well aware of.
The Celtics making a switch here. Kate is checked in. Mitchell at close range. Effortless.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Tatum against Mobley. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's going to be Evan Mobley.
So when Tatum stays aggressive, he gets to the line a lot.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Cleveland leading by 3. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks. Well, the Beast in their last matchup against the Hornets just played phenomenal. He picked up 29 points, and it wasn't just a great offensive performance for him. He excelled defensively, too. And when you talk about that game, he was just everywhere. Huge for his team. Back to you.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how much of that performance carries over into this one.
His goal is to provide whatever the team needs from him on that particular evening.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight.
And that one's good. Mitchell.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
And Boston calls time here.
Looking now for some consistency. Just too many missed shots.
Yeah, right now, Coach needs to draw up his best play, get some points, and give this team some confidence.
And now in December, here's what the Eastern Conference standings look like. You take a look at the Celtics. Still early, but they have the 3rd best record in the conference. And checking out Cleveland, they're just 4 spots down from them.
Right now for Cleveland, I really think they've been hit and miss thus far. I mean, they are a playoff-level team, but are they championship level? Probably not.
Yeah, and that's not a knock on them. This is where most people expected them to be. They just don't have the talent to be up there with the contenders.
And here's Mitchell. He'll bring it up for Cleveland. 6-point game. They defeated Detroit in their last game.
Great offensive game plan in that one. They put their guys in positions to succeed, and it really paid off.
And that was the kind of win a coach takes pride in. You lay out the strategy, and the players execute perfectly.
White looking it over. Pass to the Beast. From outside the arc. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Allen's got his 5th rebound in this one. Garland finds Mitchell inside. And Allen gets it to go on the assist by Mitchell. Allen's got 6 in the quarter.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Tatum against Mitchell. Tatum passes to Queta. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Allen's got his 6th rebound on the night.
2 fouls for him now in the first half. He's going to have to be really smart going forward.
And Grant, when you look at Darius Garland, he has a very polished. And so that's the end of the first half.
With the score, your Cavaliers 54, the Celtics 43. Fans, your Cavaliers use this team.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. Garland and Mitchell, the talented 1 and 2. And it's Hunter in at small forward. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavs. Garland, no good on the shot. Celtics trail by 11. Here's Tatum. Too easy for Tatum, even with the contact.
Yeah, just a gritty play by Tatum to weather that contact on his shot.
The drive by Mitchell. Off target with the open look.
I don't know what happened there. About as easy an attempt as you could possibly ask for.
The Cavaliers lead by 9. Tries to break his ice. Denied by Tatum.
And there's Tatum's length showing up at the defensive end. What a play.
Missed inside.
And with that miss, they're just 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
And this is his 3rd trip to the line tonight. All right, Coach, what are some qualities you're looking for in a lead guard?
Well, look, you want a guy that can make plays, that can control the game. When I first got into the league, people thought about point guards as traditional pass-first guys. But now it means more than that. You want a guy who can make plays, whether it's for himself or for his teammates.
Here's the Beast. Drains the triple. The Beast's got 16 points now.
Well, maybe not the shot they were looking for there, but the defense gave it to him, and he knocked it down.
Yep, that one's good.
Yeah, and they're able to get their first bucket of the second half after 4 straight misses.
Outside Tatum. Pass to the Beast. The rebound by Allen. Allen's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
Well, he certainly had trouble finding the mark this quarter.
Here's Hunter. He gets it in there. And now it's an 11-point Cleveland lead.
Well, Hunter really made the effort there to get back and finish the break strong.
3-pointer. And again, Boston with the triple.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of 3-pointers.
The Cavaliers have got just 2 of 6 in the second half. Pass to Mobley. Shoots over Tatum. Mobley, no good.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Porzingis does a nice job of getting the defense off balance and drawing the foul on his way up.
At the line for 2.
Both free throws good from Porzingis.
And he's shown a great touch at the line. They've tested the big guy, but he's come through.
Throws it up high, and Mobley throws it down.
Talk about a catch radius. I don't think you could miss Mobley with that pass if you tried.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
The Cavaliers are having success. Point guard Darius Garland said, "We're building something here and we've come a long way. It feels amazing having our own legacy. We're just trying to keep it going. The whole city is behind us." And Brian, they know there's still work to do.
And they've got no problem with that, Allie. Thank you. Mitchell's shot is good.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
And Boston calls time here.
Coach is not happy with their effort on the defensive glass. They're giving up way too many second chance points.
see a ton of teams shooting more and more threes nowadays. Here are the best in that department. The Cavs, fourth.
Instead of just bombing away, they work hard to create good looks from beyond the arc.
And so it's Brown with it. He brings it up for the Celtics. Trailing by 8. And after this one, they're at home against Philadelphia. And that kicks off a string of 3 home games for them.
Agile and athletic. Brown is able to just overcome that interior defense.
Mobley with it, picked up by Tatum. And he's going for the lob. And Mobley throws it down.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
I just love the strong finish there inside.
Man, he's got that dunker's mindset, doesn't he? Always ready to pounce. Garland, the pass to Mobley. Left side, Mitchell. Tatum pulls it in. Tatum's got 5 rebounds in the game. Pass to Porzingis. Here's the Beast. Clock at 6. Ooh, solid defense from Mitchell. The Cavaliers lead by 6. Now Hunter. It's hauled in by White. For Boston, they've gotten 6 of 11 attempts to fall so far in the third. Here's the Beast. 21 points in the game.
Well, he competed for that rebound. You love to see him getting in there and scrapping for the ball.
Look at Mitchell's commitment to his shot. Doesn't let the contact slow him down.
Celtics trail by 8.
2 minutes.
Outside, Brown.
2 minutes.
Pass to Porzingis. 1:52 left in the third. Out to the right wing. Here's the Beast. Mobley grabs the board. Mobley's got 4 rebounds in the game. And here's Mitchell. He's got 17, and the shot goes.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
And Boston calls time here. And Stan, you got into coaching right after college. When did you know you wanted to be a coach?
Brian, that's easy. As soon as I figured out that I didn't have much of a future as a player, I knew I wanted to stay involved in the game. I wanted to coach.
And the Cavaliers will go for a different look.
Substitution on the court.
Porzingis against Wagner. Porzingis passes to Hart. Here's the Beast. Back to Hart. Pass to the Beast. Shot clock at 5. The 3. It's rebounded by Wagner.
In the second half, it seems like they've given him the green light. Might want to rethink that.
Taking a look at the Celtics. Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. Then it's Josh Hart. Then there's Peyton Pritchard. And it's the Beast in at the 2. And the free throw is good. Now leading by 1. And we played through about a minute here in the 4th. Garland against White. Down low. Here's Porzingis. Operating inside. Porzingis.
Well, for Porzingis, that's just easy money. I'd keep going to that until they stop it.
We've gone about a minute and a half into this 4th quarter. And there's the lob. Mobley. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Cavaliers lead by 1.
And there's a hunger to Mobley's game. That's how he beats the defense to the rebound.
The Beast passes to Porzingis. Tatum. The shot off that time. Good D by Mobley. Allen on the wing. Pass to Mobley. Now Allen. He's covered by Hart. Allen can't get it to go. Boston has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Porzingis. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum. Tatum's got 4 assists in the game. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Allen outside to the middle. And Mobley throws it down.
Well, Allen is usually the last stop the ball makes, but he selflessly gives it up to a wide-open guy.
Here's the Beast. Paddles through traffic and lays it in. The Beast has got 23 points. Oh, couldn't have asked for a more hotly contested game.
These teams have swapped the lead 8 times. I believe it's coming down to the wire. He's getting it done offensively, making winning plays at every turn.
And Boston calls time here.
Let's give Coach credit. He's trying to find a way to squeeze the most out of every possession.
Well, that's the job, right? Your duty as a coach is to finesse your lineups so your guys get the best chance to succeed.
Hunter's checked in for Cleveland. Mitchell comes in for Okoro. White against Garland. Here's the Beast. That three's off the mark. And so Garland will bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. They've led by as many as 11. After this game, they can look forward to Detroit, where they will match up against the Pistons. That's the first of a 3-game trip out on the road for them. Hart passes to the Beast. Good work defensively by Mitchell. The Cavs have gotten 4 of 9 shots to go in during this fourth quarter. Hunter can't get it to go.
Great opportunity. Just couldn't complete the play.
Yeah, that's one he'd like to have back. Those are the opportunities you have to convert.
Beyond the arc. Boston pulls it in.
Well, despite his lack of efficiency, the team has put together a good offensive effort tonight.
To the paint. Outside Hart. Pass to the Beast. Let's go with a 3. And they'll get another chance. Here's Porzingis. Can't cash it in from close range. The Cavaliers leading. Hunter passes to Garland. Here's Mobley. Boston pulls it in. Tatum's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done.
Yeah, and when healthy, Porzingis is still a very effective player and an important part to his team's success.
And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
Well, you got to love their aggressiveness on the offensive glass. They have just refused to give up on any of the plays.
They've also been showing a standout play on the fast break, working as a team to create easy opportunities.
Jaylen Brown, he's checked in for Boston. Pass to the Beast. There's the triple. Boston again missing.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selections. You have to be set up for success.
Second team foul.
He gets the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so he drops them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Yeah, he's a guy you want at the line, and clearly not affected by the moment.
Tatum against Mobley. Inside, here's the Beast. Oh, it's stolen by Mitchell. Fast break, Cleveland. And Mobley with the basket on the assist by Garland. Garland's got 8 assists in the game. And Boston calls time here. They're behind by 6. And there's 1:38 left to play in the fourth quarter. All right, we present our New Balance player of the game, Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, and what a game. Now, I'm not taking anything away from him, but I was actually surprised the defense wasn't able to do more, particularly early. By the time they figured it out, it was too late. He really got in the rhythm and got rolling and never took his foot off the accelerator.
Here's Allen. Ooh, coming through again, shooting 5 for 7 now.
They're really settling into a nice rhythm now, starting to gain the upper hand.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little more.
Here's Brown on the drive. Right side Tatum. The Beast passes to Brown. Sinks that one. Now shooting 5 of 10 and looking sharp.
Look, Brown has proven himself to be a clutch performer, and he does it again.
Mobley against Tatum. From deep, Mitchell. Tatum pulls it in.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Pass to the Beast. There's 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. That shot missing. Trying here to put the game out of reach.
And that's why it's important to play this one smart.
Now Mobley. Oh, he hits that one. 8 for 11 and remaining a thorn in the D side.
Gotta love how they've just maintained their intensity, even when they're this far up.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions. Don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
Oh, he buries it from outside.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Team foul. At the line for Cleveland.
Good on the first, and that increases the lead to 6.
Getting to the line more since his career has gone on. Garland, a deployable free throw shooter.
Good job converting at the line and helping to build this lead.
And Boston calls time here. They're trailing by 7. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Tyson. And they need to stop the clock, so there's the foul.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Great composure there. Calmly knocks them down to put this game out of reach.
White for 3. That one is off. And so it's Cleveland winning this one. I'm sure they would have preferred a blowout victory, but a win's a win.
And so true, but you have to credit the crowd for giving them such a big boost toward the end. They really kept this team's energy high.
And that'll do it, folks. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sport.